Hi, in this video I'll talk more about my Tutor mod and what it is not. So the Tutor is an interactive tutorial. It is not an advanced AI that can understand anything you say. It's simply a tutorial with a speech interface instead of the usual visual interface.
Summon Tutor.
Hi, I'm your private tutor. What would you like to learn today? And speech is perfect for VR games, and I'm surprised that VR games aren't using it more. So this mod actually started out as a speech recognition mod to make things easier and help with the whole sandbox concept.
Spawn a dagger.
The idea of the tutor came later, but it just seemed perfect to provide a quote-unquote real person in a virtual reality game instead of the traditional non-diegetic interface. Alright, let's practice some kicking. He accepts speech commands instead of having to press buttons in a graphical user interface, for example. And while his actions and responses are limited, the speech interface is very forgiving to provide for a more natural speech instead of concrete commands like start kicking tutorial. Instead, he listens for key elements in the provided speech sample, which means that whether you say teach kicking or yo, can we practice some kicking, my man, both will invoke the kicking tutorial.
Let's teach me the basics, please.
Welcome to Blade & Sorcery, a fantasy VR, physics-based melee...
He currently has tutorials for teaching the basics like moving, turning, grabbing, casting spells, opening the menu, etc., as well as practice modes for practicing parrying, attacking, kicking, throwing, etc. And of course, to make him seem a little more human, he'll speak and provide comments on what you do or what you don't do.
Yo, do you not see... Nice throw. You missed, man.
Now, as I said in the beginning, this actually started out as just a speech recognition mod with commands to spawn weapons and enemies, but then it struck me that this would make for the perfect tutorial. Blunt. Ow! Nice! Piercing. Ow! Good job. Blunt. Nice job. So the mod has two parts. A system for facilitating the sandbox concept, like spawning weapons and creatures, starting waves, loading maps, etc., and the tutor.
Spawn a brainless barbarian.
The tutor is activated and deactivated by saying summon tutor or dismiss tutor, respectively. The sandbox commands still work when the tutor is present.
Clean weapons. Clean bodies.
The sandbox commands are a little less forgiving and follow a specific format. For example, to spawn an item, the format is spawn, followed by the quantity and what to spawn. For example,
spawn 100 bucklers.
The command also accepts parameters, for example which brain to install in a creature, or which team the creature is on. These parameters can be set in any order. Commands can also be stringed together, so if you want a dagger and a buckler, you don't have to first say spawn one dagger, then wait for it to spawn and then say spawn one buckler. You can say, for example,
spawn a falchion and spawn a buckler.
This requires the entire command, so spawn a dagger and a buckler will not work. It's simply a convenience when intending to provide multiple commands. Though I will probably update certain commands like the spawn command to accept multiple items in one command so that it will be possible to say spawn a dagger and a barbarian.
Load ruins. Load market. Load secret map. I'm just kidding. Are you alright?
I'm good. For now. But I have a feeling that's about to change.
Damn straight.
I believe I can... That was a good kick.
I'll help you out, mate. Come on. This way. I'm sorry about this.
I believe...
Shut the fuck up. Oh, sorry, dude. Are you good?
Ah, what the hell. I like a little beating as much as the next guy. That was a good kick.
I know, right?
I believe I can fly.
Dude, you're not flying anymore. No, no, no!
Can you see my brain?
I'm so sorry, dude.